And that's how you do that. And that's how you do that. That's how you do that. And 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 that's how you do that. That's how you do it. And that's how you do it.
And that's how you do that. The Z Lock Complete Breakdown by Junny Ocasio. With the resurgence of the Z Lock in Jiu-Jitsu and Eddie Cummings nowhere to be found for the instructional, there's only a few guys we can look to for a complete breakdown. Let's take a look at one of the first people we saw use it recently. Junny Ocasio. This little guy would be an absolute menace to grapple with. Very fluid and dynamic leg locker, savvy guard player, and excellent teacher. No overworded convolution, you can tell that this guy is trying to convey the instructions rather than trying to gloat with them. Clear, simple and concise. If you get the basics of the Z Lock and you've seen if the other resources for the technique are enough and you're wondering if you need this instructional or don't know whether to get this one or another one from another savvy Arami Ashi player like Rao or Mateus, stick around and find out. With bottom position seeming so inferior these days, Junny's entries from top only add more to the nightmare of playing bottom supine these days, where the whole goal of supine bottom is probably to enter the legs. So if your goal is to leg lock, you might have an easier time hitting it from top. Adding yet another thing to worry about on bottom. The entries from top are very effective, especially against an annoying buggy guy, narrowing the top guy's path to a solid pin to up the middle through half guard to mount, or around the guard to north-south. Hit the legs with these solid entries from top. And here we also have the holy trinity of a good instructional, offense, defense and drills. Sometimes with some instructionals you would rather that where they show the offense, then show the defense, then show the drill, then move on, making it 10 times shorter than it needs to be. But not here when you can tell the guy likes to teach. I will say however that some of his entries from bottom might be a little outdated, particularly his shin-on-shin entries.
I believe in no-gi, the shin-on-shin itself can be quite an easy guard to get past it.
But once he gets underneath you he seems like an absolute nightmare with dark arts like groin stomps, making me rethink everything about bottom position in a street fight.
I have to use 2 feet in the groin and I have to kick it pretty hard because they're standing directly up. And that's fine, I don't care, it just hurts them a lot more, okay?
You might have to find other creative ways to make entries from bottom.
To make the shin-on-shin work, generally speaking, it works better to have your knee to the inside.
But once you're there this stuff is money, even preventing some of the counters that everyone loves these days. If you've ever tried a Z Lock and found you've gotten stuck, this is for you, but entries to it from bottom you might have to find a different resource like Jason Rao. I've said this before and I'll say it again, Jason Rao's Instagram is an actual goldmine and his Patreon might be more valuable than every no-gi jiu-jitsu instructional on the internet, not even exaggerating. Imagine a Gordon Ryan that didn't overprice his instructionals, didn't do steroids, and truly embodied the essence of jiu-jitsu, using little to no strength with effortless fluidity, didn't overword or complicate simple instructions to make 10-hour instructionals short and concise enough to digest, and was self-aware enough to be likable. He would be this unassuming bastard. This guy's instructionals are criminally undercharged and I'll be reviewing his instructionals soon, so keep an eye out for that one. But as far as this one, it gets 4.5 shakas. And that's how you do that.